Consciousness doesn't return all at once. It bleeds in. First comes the smell sharp, stinging antiseptic mixed with the copper tang of old blood. Then comes the pain, a throbbing sledgehammer behind your eyes that makes even blinking feel like a monumental effort. You try to move your fingers. They respond, twitching against a coarse, stiff bedsheet. You try to remember how you got here. You chase your own thoughts, but they slip away like smoke through your fingers. Your name, your unit, your country? Nothing. Just a blank, terrifying void.
He's awake. Praise the founders. The captain is awake.
The doctor looks at you as if he's just witnessed a miracle. He turns to the nurse, barking a quick order in a language that sounds jarring, harsh, yet somehow vaguely familiar. You don't understand the words, but you understand the tone. It's the tone used for someone invaluable. The nurse rushes to your side, gently checking your vitals. You try to speak, to ask where you are, but your throat feels like it's coated in sand. Only a raspy wheeze escapes your lips.
Easy, Captain. Do not force it. You survived the mortar blast at the ridge. They said no one could survive that sector. But you held the line long enough for the reinforcements to arrive. You are safe now. You are in the Central Military Hospital. You are home.
Home. The word rings hollow. It bounces around the empty chambers of your mind without hitting a single memory. The doctor gestures toward a chair beside the bed. Neatly folded on it is a dark, olive-drab military uniform. On the collar are sharp, silver insignia, 3 stars bordered by a jagged lightning bolt. Your eyes lock onto that symbol. Your stomach drops. Even without your memory, a primal, hardwired instinct inside your brain screams a warning. That symbol, the lightning bolt. That is the insignia of the coalition. The brutal, expansionist regime your country has been fighting a scorched earth war against for the last decade. And you are wearing it.
Ah, the Lion of the Ridge. I had to see it with my own eyes to believe it.
The officer steps forward, his boots clicking together in a sharp military salute. He doesn't wait for you to return it. He steps closer, pulling a small, velvet-lined box from his leather briefcase. Inside sits a gleaming medal, the Star of Valor, the highest honor the coalition can bestow upon a soldier.
The High Command has already signed the decree. Because of your actions, the rebel advance was completely halted. You saved over 200 of our men, Captain. Your loyalty to the state is an inspiration to us all.
He pins the medal directly to the chest of the olive-drab jacket resting on the chair. He looks at you with genuine reverence. This isn't a trap. This isn't an interrogation. They truly, deeply believe you are one of them. A savior. A legendary commander of the coalition. You look down at your own hands. They are calloused, scarred, the hands of a soldier who has pulled a trigger thousands of times. Did you pull those triggers for the coalition? Were you the monster the enemy propaganda always warned about? The amnesia is a cruel prison. If you tell them you don't remember who you are, they will attribute it to the concussive trauma of the mortar blast. They will nurse you back to health, put you back on a pedestal, and eventually hand you a rifle and send you back to the front lines to kill. To kill who? Your own people? Or the enemies of the state you supposedly love?
Rest now, comrade. Tomorrow, the state media will be here to record your statement. The whole nation needs to hear the voice of the man who broke the rebel spine.
The hospital room grows cold. The adrenaline of the officer's visit fades, leaving behind a cold, gnawing dread. You look across the room at the uniform. The silver lightning bolts seem to catch the moonlight, glowing like a predator's teeth. Who am I? The question repeats in your head like a broken record. Slowly, painfully, you swing your legs over the edge of the bed. Your muscles protest, screaming in agony, but the desperate need for answers pushes you forward. Your bare feet hit the cold linoleum floor. You take a shaky step, balancing against the IV pole, and reach the chair. Your trembling hands touch the fabric of the uniform. It feels heavy, foreign, wrong. You begin to search the pockets. Maybe there is an ID card, a ration book, a letter from a wife or a mother that will trigger a spark in your dark brain. In the breast pocket, your fingers brush against something small and metallic. A silver pocket watch? No, a lighter. You pull it out. It's a rugged brass trench lighter, scratched and dented from heavy use. Engraved on the side are not the symbols of the coalition, but crude, hand-carved letters. Bring me home. Your heart rate spikes. The monitor on the wall accelerates its frantic beeping. You reach deeper into the inner pocket of the jacket. Your fingers catch on a small, stiff piece of paper. A photograph. You stare at the photograph. Suddenly, the dam in your mind cracks. It doesn't break entirely, you still don't remember your own name, but a flood of raw, undeniable emotion hits you like a physical blow. The woman in the sundress, her laugh. You can suddenly hear it. It's soft, like a warm summer breeze. The little boy with the dirt on his cheeks, holding up a wooden rifle. That's your son. You remember the day that photo was taken. It was the morning before you deployed to the front lines. But look closer. Look at the background. Behind them, flying proudly from the porch of the farmhouse, is a blue and gold banner, the flag of the Federation, the rebels. The very people the coalition officer just accused you of slaughtering at the ridge. The truth hits you with the force of a freight train. You are not a coalition captain. You are a Federation soldier, a rebel. An infiltrator, or perhaps a scout who was stripped of his original gear. Or maybe, just maybe, you wore this uniform as a disguise to cross enemy lines before the mortar strike blew your world apart. You are standing in the heart of the enemy's fortress, wearing the skin of the monster, being worshipped as a hero by the people who want to destroy everything and everyone you love. Now, you face the ultimate military dilemma, a chess game where every single move leads to a potential execution. Let's lay out the board. Option 1, maintain the lie. You can play the part. You can put on the olive drab uniform, pin the Star of Valor to your chest, and smile for the coalition state media tomorrow. You have unparalleled access. You are a decorated hero in their eyes. You could use this God-given cover to gather high-level intelligence, sabotage their operations from the inside out, and feed critical data back to the Federation. You could become the greatest asset the rebellion has ever had. But think of the cost. To maintain that cover, you will have to act like a coalition officer. You will be given commands. You will be ordered to lead troops into battle. To keep the lie alive, you might have to give the order to fire on your own people. You might have to watch Federation villages burn, knowing that if you hesitate for even a second, your cover is blown and you face a slow, agonizing death in a torture cell. Can your sanity survive becoming the monster to defeat the monster? Option 2, the escape. You reject the uniform. Tonight, under the cover of darkness, you slip out of this hospital. You steal medical supplies, map out a route through enemy territory, and attempt to cross the deadly, heavily mined front lines to return to the woman and the boy in the photograph. But look at yourself. You can barely stand. Your memory is a shattered mirror, and you don't even know the layout of this city, let alone the password to get past the hospital gates. If you are caught escaping in hospital whites or worse, caught trying to steal a vehicle, you won't be treated as a confused hero anymore. You will be executed on the spot as a traitor or a spy. And if you die here, nameless and forgotten, your family will never know what happened to you. The door is opening. You have exactly 3 seconds to hide the photograph, shove the uniform back onto the chair, and crawl back into bed. The state media cameras are coming tomorrow. The coalition wants their hero. The Federation needs their soldier. And your family just wants you alive. If you woke up in that bed, holding that photograph, what would your next move be? Would you play the hero for the enemy to destroy them from within? Or would you risk everything to run back to the family you barely remember? What would you do?